Netflix, are you fucking serious? I just saw the screenplay that's gonna be for your Netflix Resident Evil series, Welcome to Raccoon City. And in what universe did you guys think that this was a good fucking idea? That script is awful. And it's a continuation to the fucking film series? Are you stupid? The only people that liked the film series were not fans of the games. So you took advantage of people that didn't know shit about the fucking games. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be about Wesker's daughters. You fucked up Wesker in the main movie series. So how are we gonna take this show seriously? How is it that you got the license to, like, for one, how the fuck did Capcom give you the license? Well, Capcom is stupid with the film series in general. They turned down back in the day George Romero, who made an amazing script. I read that script later on when I discovered it was on the internet, and it was just like the first video game, even with some liberties taken. How hard is it for you and your fucking team of writers? I mean, for one, what fucking writers do you have doing this shit? You clearly never played the video game. If you're gonna continue the movie series, which people say the movie series, you got the fans of the film series say, oh, it's a success. Yeah. If it was such a fucking success, why did it take fucking years between each sequel? If it was a success, they'd be chucking a sequel out every 3 years. They were chucking sequels out far in between from each other. The only good film in the Resident Evil series was the first one, and that was just because it was the most grounded, down-to-earth film that the series had. You could have had a fucking opportunity to course correct the series with Resident Evil Apocalypse by making it more like Resident Evil 2 and 3, but you fucking didn't. Okay? This show is going to employ probably the Paul W.S. Anderson style of writing. Well, here's a character. That's the name of that character. They act nothing like that character, but that is that character. Are you really? Really? You guys were... It's sad that the film series is not considered based on the games. I don't consider it based on the games. The films are a fucking ripoff to the video games to trick newer people to thinking, oh, this is how the game series is. But then when they walk right into the first Resident Evil and realize how tough and difficult it is, and you will challenge you as a gamer, they'll be like, this is nothing like the films. We're just going to stick with the films in the show. I mean, I guess they made Resident Evil better because the game sucks. That's the shit you would fucking create, Netflix. Paul W.S. Anderson fucked up the series from the get-go. Okay? The only reason I went to watch those movies, not only to see how bad they could, like, literally, I went to see how fucking far those films would go. Yeah, I'll admit, I saw those films. Not in the fucking theaters. But I saw the films at home when they were on TV. And I sat through a fucking marathon one time of all of them. They were on TV on, I think it was the Sci-Fi Channel. And, wow. I mean, you introduce characters later in the games, from the games, like Leon, which acted nothing like him. You brought in the Las Plagas, which Umbrella didn't fucking create Las Plagas. I mean, they said in the movie universe, this is the logic of the film universe. You know the two giant, the Axe guys from the films? The Axe guys came from Resident Evil 5 and were created by humans. Why would Umbrella create something? I can understand Nemesis, the Lickers, the Hunters. I can understand those creations we've seen in the films, but not the ones from games that didn't match the fucking story that you were trying to portray. The worst one of them fucking all was Retribution, because Retribution was based on one of the books called, I think it was called The Darks, it was based on one of the Resident Evil books, Dark Underworld or something like that, where Leon and some of them did go through trials being captured by Umbrella. It was one of the book stories, and they even fucked that up. Who cares that the show is going to be based on Wesker's daughters? Nobody fucking cared about Wesker from the get-go. Okay? Nobody fucking cared. Alright? The screenplay is going to be set decades into the... Not decades, but years into the future. For one, when did Wesker have fucking kids in the movies' timeline? Okay? When the fuck did they have that? They didn't. I'm a fan of the games. Okay? And the games, even Resident Evil 5, which is not liked by many, Resident Evil 5 and 6, are fucking god tier in storytelling to the films and to the script that came out. As a fan, I could tell if I was in Netflix, if I was Netflix, or if I was the writer. Well, no, if I was Netflix and they brought me that script saying, yes, we wrote the Resident Evil script. If it ain't based on the first game, I'm throwing that script out the fucking window. Okay? Me as a fan could write a better script. You know how? If you want to do it into a show, each show could be based on every fucking number title of the video game. Resident Evil, the easy. This is how I would do it. Netflix's Resident Evil Season 1, Horror at the Mansion, or Trapped into the Mansion. It would be the whole Season 1 will be based in the mansion. Then we will end it with a cliffhanger where Resident Evil 2 is going to start. You know how I would end Season 1? I would end Season 1 by having Claire drive to Raccoon City. And then end it there. Kind of like how The Walking Dead ended Season 2, where we zoomed out and saw the prison, knowing that the prison story arc was coming with the governor. I would do that. Then Resident Evil Season 2 would be Resident Evil 2 and 3 combined, because you would have to, seeing that 2 and 3 take place almost within the same time frames. But the first half of Season 2 would take place with Jill and Carlos, and they would be swapping back and forth between Leon and Claire. So you would have two pairs of a duo dealing with two separate events in separate parts of the storyline, and wondering why couldn't they. You could change it and take liberties and have them cross paths. It would make something unique and different. And then let's say if we got to Season 3. Season 3, I would fucking do Code Veronica X. We got to Resident Evil Season 4. I'm doing fucking Leon's story in Spain. And yes, once we get to Resident Evil 5, 6, 7, I would portray those games as shows. And then I would even do specials, like movie specials. I would do Revelations as a movie special. Revelations 2 as its sequel movie special. That is how you fucking do it, Netflix. It's sad that I, as a fan, just explained an entire show series in just a few seconds or a few minutes. And if you don't think so, any Resident Evil fan and any gaming fan could tell you, holy shit, John's got a fucking point. Make the first season about the mansion. Make the second season about Resident Evil 2 and 3. Make the third season Code Veronica X. Make the fourth season Resident Evil 4. The fifth season Resident Evil 5. The sixth season Resident Evil 6. Despite Resident Evil 6 is not the best liked, we would take that over the fucking show you're trying to provide and Paul W.S. Anderson's bullshit. Then I would do Netflix film specials, Resident Evil Revelations, Netflix original Revelations 2, Netflix original, all the side games would also get their own standalone either episodes or little like 60-minute to 1 hour and a half, maybe 2 hour film specials. And yes, I would even take the side games that people don't like and craft good scripts for those to make them fit within the show's universe. Okay? I bet you anything, I could take the Resident Evil Outbreak 1 and 2 games and turn that into a badass show, and it would be a godsend to fucking what Netflix is trying to provide you. I'm done with Netflix. First it was that whole Cuties situation, but now you're gonna fuck Resident Evil, one of my favorite game series. And before you say, why, John, chill, why are you taking it so personal? You know why? Because my sister and I played, we played the first few together. We had to take turns because they were single player. But once we got to Resident Evil 5 and 6, it was a blast playing it together as co-op. We would break night. And I'm going to tell you a little quick story. One time we was playing Resident Evil 5, and we were getting our asses kicked by Wesker because, yes, he was a challenging boss battle. We did everything we could to get all the gems, get all the money, load up, get ready. I was going in like a walking tank as Chris Redfield. Then my sister Solana sells all her weapons for one rocket launcher, and the moment the fight starts where you're about to punch the boulder and then get the fight going on with Wesker, she shoots him one fucking time and ends the game's over. That was the first shot he took. And even to the point where I dropped the fucking controller and I went home for the night because I was like, I cannot believe this shit. But you know why? That is a beloved memory that we created with the games. You could have memories with the show if the show is based on the fucking games. It's not rocket science, Netflix. It's not fucking rocket science. Okay? You need to fire all your fucking writing staff that's on this game. And hell, hire the writers that make the Resident Evil remakes, that write those stories. Hell, get the creator Shinji Mikami, the original creator of the first game. Have him helm the series. Or hell, I would take it as an animated series like Castlevania. But I'm kind of getting ahead. No, fuck it. I'm not getting ahead of myself here. I was about to kind of fuck that note and then I realized that Netflix, you are so fucking stupid. Okay? I'm scared about The Witcher. You guys got lucky with season 1 because that is a good show. But I'm scared where you guys might take it next with all this fucking agenda that's going around. With how you guys are actively pushing pedophilia. You better not have Geralt start fucking having a relationship with Ciri. Because, one, you're gonna piss off everybody. And I mean it. About fucking boycotting Netflix and deleting your subscription. I haven't been on Netflix since. I deleted that shit, canceled the accounts, everything. I said, fuck it, I am done. I'm using the free film TV app thingy called Tubi over fucking Netflix. So, I need to calm the fuck down. Because between cuties, pedophilia being in the middle, and everything's fucking going on with gaming, and then I get hit with something that's not only me, like film, TV related media, but gaming media all in the same time? Netflix, are you trying to fucking kill me with my blood pressure? Seriously? You guys are fucking retarded. Okay? The only people, that show is gonna bomb hard when it comes out. And the only people that are gonna defend it are the stupid idiots that defended the film that know nothing of the game series. Okay? You're basically making the show for uneducated gamers and TV show watchers. Now that I got that out of my system, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been Emperor John Kill 3D Gaming, and I'll check you all in the next video, and be sure to look out whenever I decide to live stream. Catch you all next time.